We have 13 restaurants in Atlanta and in South Florida, all types of restaurants, steakhouse, seafood, French restaurant, Italian. We have our own bakery.
Started in '79, with the first restaurant being the first fine dining restaurant in the city of Atlanta.
The phone system is so important to our lifeline for our guests and for our staff. That's how we take all our reservations, plus internally just getting from restaurant to restaurant, how we communicate with each other.
We replaced the phone system because our previous setup was end of life. It was over.
We wanted something that is more user-friendly. This was easy to use. We want to make sure that we're staying on top of the technology that's out there.
I wanted to have professional sounding on-hold music and voice and be able to advertise while people are on hold, trying to get to the right person. And again, we wanted to make sure they can get through as the #1 priority. So that's being live 100% of the time and not worrying if the phones are working.
We looked around, we looked at several different systems. We looked at ShoreTel, along with the Digium. We looked at Avaya. We did our due diligence. We had a couple of different presentations come in. And because we have a wide range of stores, we have the corporate offices where we have all of our back office. So we have 35 plus people here, in addition to about 50 lines total. And then each of our stores has somewhere between 5 and 20 lines and different numbers of people as well. So that's how we decided that we were going to come to the Digium system. We do voicemail. We actually do some pretty sophisticated call flow analysis at times. For example, in one of the restaurants, we have certain time windows where if the phone's not answered within the first set number of rings, and I think usually it's 6 or 7, then we ring into a group that actually pages the manager to let him know that the phone didn't get answered in the time they've been told they have to answer the phone, right?
Depending on the individual person who is getting a phone, dictated the model. Some of them full-featured phones, some of them are advanced, and then others less featured phones. And then the services, of course, are the customizable messaging.
In the back offices, we use it for a lot more than that. We use it for our integration with our credit card system. We use it for our integration with our gift card system. We use it for marketing. So it has a lot of uses beyond that in the back office. For the front office, it's a restaurant, right? We need to answer the phones, take the calls, make the reservations. If they call us after hours, we'll pick them up and call them back the next day.
I think one of the biggest things is the message on hold. When people call up, they hear what our marketing piece is. We do a lot of different promos.
They have several, maybe not hundreds, but tens of different recordings that they do every year for marketing purposes, whether it be something at Halloween or at Christmas or Thanksgiving, or whether we do things like temporarily closed, or we're having an ice day or whatever here in Atlanta.
I have an on-hold reminder, which is one of the few things we cherish a guest, and we want them to not be forgotten. This new system alerts you when it gets to 30 seconds into the phone call, beeps and also blinks to remind you there's somebody on hold, but it makes a sound too.
I think our staff is very excited to use it because they just know, hey, it's just simple. It's not too complicated. What extension do I press? What do I do? It's just very user-friendly to transfer calls, to accept calls, all that.
One of the reasons we switched is because of the savings. It wasn't all cables running from pole to pole, but using a smarter way of communicating, which is not only better quality, but more efficient financially, I'd say.
Previously, one of the things that we tried to do was make sure that it would be very easy through our POS system, our point of sale system, and our reservation system. We made it easy to, if somebody called the restaurant and we didn't have a seat for them tonight at 7:30 at the fish market, we made it easy for us to go ahead and be able to book them a reservation across the street at Chops at 7:30, right? So one of the things that we've done with the phone system is we've made it easy to also transfer those calls over. So if for some reason they want to talk to somebody at Preachy, for example, and they can't get a reservation here, but we see there's one available at Preachy and we can make it, but they want to talk to somebody there, we can very easily, two-touch, transfer them over to the restaurant, and the phone system help enable that.
As far as satisfaction goes from our guests that attend the restaurants, I would hear about it if there were problems, but I don't hear about it. So it's got to be good.
Well, we call it the lifeline of a restaurant. Even with all the technology, people making reservations online, anybody that is really serious about dining with us uses it to talk to a live person, and it's like bread and butter. Absolutely.